Screw, I have to give you,
We had to give you credit for
Okay,
that.
let's see. We had a really nice trip. And we got stopped by the police.
Yeah,
As per usual.
Man, explain that.
No, I'm not
why
gonna
did
explain
this
that.
happen?
Fuck that.
Why did this happen?
No, I'm not gonna explain that.
Why not?
I don't recall.
Bro, what I recall really
Yeah, so
clearly.
you can read out.
I really clearly
Okay.
recall, bro. What basically happened, this guy didn't have a paper of his certification of identity on himself.
Oh, the G.
And he just
guy
wanted
right
to
here.
cross basically 5 borders.
This one.
He just wanted to cross 5 borders, thinking that it's okay to go
not have
with some
any sort of,
paper, some
ID
print of
and-
his driving license.
The German authorities got a little pissed, but they said it was fine.
Okay, bro. We're basically lost 1 hour.
Okay, bro.
1 hour, bro.
Okay, okay.
But it was a nice experience, no?
No, it wasn't. It was a bit.
Mike, he's enjoying so much this cinematic stuff.
but
He's been talking like so freely when he's...
But man, we basically lost 1 hour for the reason that
Okay,
this guy
what's
didn't have
the
his
point, man?
papers.
What's the fucking point?
No point.
Thinking
no,
in
in general.
about,
I'm just saying.
your
I'm just saying about the trip. At that time, I remember. At least I remember this time in Portugal when there was us 3 after Alex and Friedrich left, and there was this night on Friday night when me and Alec I think mostly wanted to go to the beach, bar. Next to Peniche, and basically what the G said is that I have to work tomorrow, which is Saturday, in the morning, and basically for me it was a bit weird, and for me there is this weird contrast how the G basically has this kind of fun attitude, and you want to spend time on having fun and relax or whatever, but at the same time there's this big thing of I gotta work, man. Like,
Bro, I do.
this big thing.
I do, all the time. Yeah, I made the choice. You gotta stay focused.
Okay, I mean whatever.
The most interesting part is, and that's what I was trying to get it to at home, is how do you live with that choice? Not whether that choice is right
you
or
take
wrong. It doesn't
responsibility
matter.
for
Like,
being like,
we
I'm the
get
working.
fucked up in the fucking club and we don't care. Man, also now we're in Amsterdam. I go out, you don't want to go out, you're home, and I feel in the same way. Like, what is this guy doing at home, man?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I want to be home, I want to read. And then I'm like, do you really want to read? Like, in the same way you talk to G,
Yeah.
does he really want to work? So whatever, man, it doesn't matter. So it's not about what you choose. What you choose is fine.
Yeah.
It's more about how do you live with that choice.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking him, how do you, because clearly it's hard to be committed to something. Like you're making sacrifices.
Yeah.
You're not going out with friends when you know that you might be having fun for whatever reason. Maybe
Yeah.
you're working, maybe you don't feel comfortable to have that night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. But so it's more about how do you live with that.
Yeah.
Do you have regrets? Because life is passing by,
No,
at
but-
some point it's gonna end.
okay,
And
okay,
like
let's
how
ask-
you're
let's-
gonna
I'm not a working person. I just do what I enjoy doing, but I don't work.
Okay, so how much time per month or per week you usually spend with friends and stuff? No, it's a real
Man,
question.
you're a good interview.
It's 1.5
Go on.
1.5 days per weekend.
You are actually out doing fun stuff, not working at all.
Wait, guys, wait a sec. Just keep talking. So you're saying being vulnerable is not necessary to build a true, real friendship, like a friendship with whom.
It depends on what, like, some subjects will always be personal and private, and others you share.
What for you is more private?
Friends.
Yeah.
So the premise is, which is the question, one of the questions of this documentary is being vulnerable maybe is a necessary subject in order to create a true friendship. So it's not about it being an interesting subject. Of course, there is like more interesting subjects. So I think the question is more like, can you still, without sharing that,
Yes.
can you still create a really deep bond? And then my subsequent question would be, what sets apart our friendship? Like you said that
Intellectual stimulation.
intellectual
100%,
stimulation.
yeah.
But that's interesting because you're saying, like, I mean, you can be intellectually stimulated by many people, I think, right?
No.
I mean, we did the fucking, okay, you studied for a whole year.
Sure.
You dealt with a lot of people.
Sure, and not a
You
lot
still-
of people went to university for intellectual stimulation.
Okay, that's a fair point. So we have one idea, which is that intellectual stimulation can be the base of a strong friendship, and I think I agree. Actually, I agree. I think there's different friendships that can be based on different things. I can see friendships in my life that are based on things. Yeah. Also us. I mean, we haven't been consistent. In 5 years, we haven't fucking spoken, man.
Okay, but
you
so
know?
I read a long time ago, that if you've known a person for more than 7 years and you enjoy their friendship, that is a very good foundation to build a new
Move it closer.
a friendship upon. Secondly, to me, as I said before, the most important thing is that we have intellectual stimulation. Like, we wouldn't be having these discussions with any people around. It's like we picked up what we left off yesterday. It doesn't feel like 5 years, does it?
To me, it doesn't feel like it. When I was sharing with Alec in the car yesterday night, it was that maybe my way of being vulnerable is a bit weird or kind of aggressive or kind of
You're
like.
original. You're authentic.
Maybe not. We were debating that.
That's what was the debate. Yeah, basically.
Because his vulnerability starts from a desire to
protest, to go against the world and share this.
Yeah, but that
share
fosters
this-
some sort of
Originality, sure,
as
yeah.
compared to the normal.
But also, how do people that are experiencing this feel? You know, because his vulnerability sometimes can feel alienating. Because he's a person that is he monologues a lot, right?
Sure.
He talks a lot. He can talk for half an hour, and then you kind of get lost, and you're like, you're being like, what's? It's interesting because that's a use of vulnerability that's almost non-inclusive, which invalidates the point that we were saying. Like, is vulnerability like necessary for friendship? But maybe then in which form? Because not everyone is being vulnerable in the same way. Can you be like truly vulnerable in the sense that you want that other person out of love? You want that other person to know about what you're going through because you want to share like life, something so precious and important like life in all its aspect with that person? Or is it just because you're trying to be someone, you're trying to build something within your identity and you're using vulnerability as a weapon to even like use people around you to achieve that, you know? I just think it speaks to ultimately how we I feel like we all make decisions based on, we're on a stage, right? Imagine yourself on a theater stage. You're there and your life is an act, okay?
Let's go, Plato.
Yeah, you're acting, right, in your life. The way you're acting is mostly determined by the audience you have in front because you're seeking some sort of approval from your audience. There's people looking at you, maybe there's your father that is watching you at the theater and you're trying to speak and act in your life in order to please that person, right? But on top of that, there's also ideas that can sit on that audience. There can be influential books, anything like a concept, you know? Like you feel that being true, like it's an idea, being the truest possible and the most transparent possible. This is a value, and you like for me, it's definitely one person that is sitting on that audience. It's a concept that is looking at me and it's judging me. And so so my question to you guys is, what's your audience? Because everyone must have an audience. What's your fucking audience? Like, it's it like for you? You're building a company, right? So your audience, maybe it's like Elon Musk.
And it's not Elon Musk. No. It's rather people that made big contributions to a vast amount of people in life. So Gandhi, for example, definitely.
Thanks, man.
Okay, So, in general, just friendship. Like, we're just wondering what when we talk about friendship, what do you think are the aspects of it? What comes to your mind? Like, what are the things that make you know what friendship means to you?
I think friendship to me means like someone that you can trust and a person that you just like to hang out with, like have fun with, all that kind of stuff.
Thank you so much, man, for sharing. Yeah, thanks.
That was great. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
And enjoy your friends. Thank you. We have friends. Yeah. Nice.
Thanks. That was fun, guys.
Nice. We did a good test.
That was a good guy.
Do you want to hear about my experience quitting smoking? No.
No. I remember he should not.
But today it's a lot of passive, so it's like, give me that shit.
Don't you feel like just smoking for one day?
You see my hands go like this. No,
Bro, let's man.
So
for a day?
I don't have
you
the
don't think you
strength.
can control?
No,
Really?
not at all.
Really? You think you fall back into it?
I know that my dad failed, so why would I be different? He does nicotine chewing gums.
You don't do
why would I?
snus anymore?
No, nothing. No
Really?
nicotine. No nicotine.
Can you take? Okay,
So what made me change was
How was it? Yeah.
at the end of August when I was home alone.
Home alone?
I went out running, and bro, I couldn't run for more than like 3 kilometers, and then I got fucked. So
For what?
after that, I was like, fuck this.
Just take establishing shot and
I threw all the nicotine, the snus in the toilet.
Symbolically, you just threw there.
No, not symbolically. Like, I
Really?
strapped myself. I threw
Okay.
away all my nicotine. I threw all of my, like, I put most of my money into other accounts that I didn't have access to, and the rest I bought flowers for a girl.
Oh wow!
And then I was
so
done.
you had
So I had
some.
zero.
You had some.
I didn't have, no. But it's an old. It's a girl. Whatever.
man,
and then I
it's
didn't
just-
have any. And then I didn't
No,
have
no.
anything. I couldn't buy
Wait,
nicotine.
I want to get back
didn't-
to the fucking girlfriend.
No, fuck the girl.
You had this story about this Chilean surfing.
Yeah, it's not her.
Was it in
Bro,
Peninsula?
that was just for fun.
Portugal, some.
different.
No, nothing. Not really.
No, of course not.
And since then, man, 5 years. What happened?
Which one?
Anything, man. I don't know, man. We didn't talk much.
This is not for the camera, so.
No, whatever, man. You can also. It's fine. It's fine. We have the show. We have the show.
have emotional
You have
connection.
one time other things. But
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
but
no, but I have cool quotes. Is what you call it. Cool. Let's go. We walk.
look at this car, bro. Look at this car. Look at this car, man. We'll have to shoot it at least with the stupid camera. G, can you open my one of the side? There's my analog camera.
I just want to be in there, man. I just want to be in there. Like, jumping in the fire, just getting lost for the whole day, man. Wherever you fucking end up. That's a good documentary. Fuck, man, it's nice. We should take trips just document Joanne with the mic.
Yeah.
Man, just stop this mic, man. Whatever. Let's just live a little bit. And we have to drink in the metro. Summer, Italy.
Salerno. Yeah, White Lotus. Did you see White Lotus? Yeah. Fabrizio is in. Yeah. But it's cool, no? Yeah. I was like, when they played the song, Poderoso, whatever, it's like. That was cool.
I want you to be my girlfriend. It's been 4 years.
She's from New York? She's from New York.
Rochester. Her family's from, her mother's side is from Puerto Rico. First immigrant in Brooklyn. Her father's family is from
And she does what? Same thing, or? Institution. Okay.
She's starting her career now. She's doing research in renewable energy techniques.
So let's take over the fucking UNICEF and the WEF and everything. Voila.
So I grew up often in the shade of my father. He used to monopolize conversations. He used to be a person that at the dinner table would just speak and would always be somehow afraid of saying something stupid. That affected me a lot growing up, also because my mother lived in Italy and Italian wasn't her main language, and would always speak at the dinner table in Italian, and she didn't manage to communicate what she wanted to communicate, and sometimes she left the dinner table crying, like she doesn't want to ever talk and stuff. And I, as a older kid, I often had the role given to me by my father to go and make things better. Like, go talk to your mother. Like, she's crying and stuff. And I felt this big responsibility on me, and I was small, man. I was like 7, 8 years old,
He works towards being approved of locally, and I don't care about that. I wrote some stuff down that I can read up for you guys later on this topic that I wrote down yesterday. But it's like we're two completely different persons because we've grown up in different generations. So we're probably kind of similar, but he hit different obstacles in his journey of life, and today the world is way too. The main thing that I had to do was become what you said. Well, the main thing that I had to do was move home to be the balance, since because it's my parents that move out every week, and they would always they drag in different directions of how to educate or whatever my siblings, and so I wanted to be the balance at home.
So I grow up with this huge responsibility to make some people around me like happy, to be the mediator. Yeah, which comes at the cost of your own individuality, because what you're trying to do is trying to make things around you like in a certain way,
Discuss what we have in common, and that goes to the core of our individuality, I'd say, at least for me.
But no, we're separate people.
What's his name?
Trond, he's a,
Oh,
we have the same name. I'm the third. I'm TG the third.
What? There's 2 other TGs.
My grandfather is Gunnar.
Okay.
My father is Trond, but we all have Trond Gunnar, and then I am Trond Gunnar. So it's like we have the same.
Out of this, what do we want out of this? Sure, we're filming something, but what I mostly want out of this that we meet each other more often, man.
I'm down.
We have a lot to give each other. We have a lot to give each other, man.
Absolutely.
We're realizing that we can be much more vulnerable than we thought. The 3 of us together.
Sure.
We can talk about a lot of shit.
Go.
But
I agree.
That's one of the best days you've had.
Today?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Of course. Like being together with you guys, it's like we didn't ever leave Rotterdam, you know?
Yeah, we
it's,
never, man. It just feels
it's the feeling I want to have every weekend. We are consistent in our own personalities and in the group and the structure.
Good question. Do you feel we have changed?
No.
5 years is not a long time.
Sist nås vi av nyheten att det svenska succébandet Swedish House Mafia lägger ner. Medlemmarna som arbetat tillsammans sedan 2005.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the songs from the places where I was born. Upon that hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah.
Starting here in the UK, which is why they're here today. But I love you guys gave these 3 guys. So for the last time ever in the UK, Milton Keynes, make some noise. The Swedish House Mafia.
A time I met a girl of a different kind. We ruled the world. I thought I'd never lose her out of sight. We were so young. I think of her now and then. I still hear the songs reminding me of a friend. Upon a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed.
thank you so much for coming now and making this the best show of our life. Thank you.
She has got a plan for you.
Stanna här.
Lugnt bakom. Ja,
Jag har alltid fixat en
Thank you.
bild på mig. En bra.
Have you gotten a good photo of him?
Yes, yes. You're gonna be in our documentary. The commentary about friendship.
Tack så mycket.
Danke.